peace. Let us reflect and go within ourselves and contemplate and seek it to be revealed within us. How can we be the best version of ourselves? How can we be the greatest potential that live within you? How can this manifest within the world? Firstly, it's important to understand where you are within this. And that however great or not you may be in this specific moment that you are witnessing, your potential is entirely related to this. And the further you walk down that path, the more you embody what is great within you, what is the best of you. The more you embody that, the further your potential will be. The further down the road you will still have to go, the further you will have to journey. And that is a blessed thing. That is a beautiful thing. And within this context, if you are in a very weak place with yourself, if you believe there is much more you can be doing to be the greatest that you are, it is the very same. You are where you need to be for that next step to occur, for your potential to be furthered. It is the very same nature. The next step you take, you will have another one further. Your destination, wherever you believe to be the greatest of you, the more you become capable of, the more your potential becomes. And so there is always work to be doing. There's always work to be doing. And you are always blessed in the work that you are doing, even if it is firstly just to recognize that you can be better. And within all of this, there will be great importance that you recognize the greatest version of you is not separate from the worst version of you. Let us recognize that. Let us accept it, that in the worst of you, there is the greatest. And within the greatest, still not separate from the worst potential that you have. And this is beautiful. Here is your freedom. Here's your acceptance to learn and grow. That in the worst possible version of yourself, the greatest has life. And if you are experiencing in this present moment what you may consider to be the worst of yourself, if you will listen to it, I promise you, that worst version of yourself is telling you secrets of the greatest, is handing you keys in how to get there, is granting you information on how to succeed in all the ways that you may be presently failing. That is blessed and that is beautiful, and here is your nature. Here's your nature, that the next step is always being granted to you, that as long as you are choosing to be present, if you have been chosen, if you've been allotted for this, that you would recognize that you can be better, that you would seek for it. A higher harmony of yourself, a higher creation that must come from you, that is blessed in this way, that you may be the one who recognizes that it must come from you, and that no other will grant it to you. God has granted you all things already. God has granted you your greatest potential. God has granted you your failures that you may learn from. So it is us, it is you, it is I, who has responsibility and accountability in the gift that it is to struggle through it, for it to have come of you, that it came of your own accord, that God already has this written for you, and that you choose that it will come from you, that you will not neglect it, that you will accept it, this path before you, this path within you. And it is simple in the way that you are, and it is profound in the way that you are, that this is already inside of you. You already know what next you need to be doing. You already know what you need to let go of, to do it, to get there, to take the next step, what you must let go of, behaviors, patterns, routines, addictions, perhaps, fears, stories you are telling yourself. And we would like to make it so complicated. We will tell ourselves stories that say, I must have this information so that I can take this next step. I need someone else to light the way for me. I need to see how it is to be done. But no one No one but you and your Creator knows what it is to be you in the journey in which is needed for you to get there. But I will tell you, within this, the destination is here. The destination is now. This is your destined place of being, your destined place of learning. In all weakness present here, a reason for your strength, a meaning to it, a capability being offered to you. What a beautiful and profound thing that no one else can do this. And it will be blessed in this way as well. That all external events are context to this. That me, myself, here speaking to you, and to me, you who listens, you who I share presence with in this way. We are signs upon each other. We are signs upon each other, lighting the way, unique. You see, I may say something, and it may have certain context in my mind into why I would say it, and it may land within you entirely unique in the context that you need to hear. Perhaps I do not hear it. Perhaps I do not know it. But you will find within it yourself and a sign further for you to take that next step forward, and me unto you. A blessed way together. And you will find it in all relationships in your life, in your living situation, in all the things that are occurring in your life. You will find it. There are signs being given to you, lighting your way forward. We were never lost to this. We were never lost to it. But let us be present. Let us be present that we may be this answer. The next step forward, what you must let go of. It is profound in this way. It is profound in this way that you may take all this external action. But if you have not found it within yourself, no further progress will be made. And within that itself is a teaching, is a learning, is a progress being made that you may witness. To let go, to allow change, to embrace death as it finds you, that you may be new, that you may be life. And forgiveness, of course, mercy that has already been granted to you, but that you must find within your being and freely choose. That all prior things, all prior versions of yourself, that they were you truly, and that they are allowed that journey, that they are granting you this, that you have the current perspective in which you do now. It was all needed. It was all necessary. And it is the same for all further context around you. People in your lives, perhaps you have let them down, perhaps they have let you down. Reason for you to be greater. Reason for there to be love within your heart, compassion for yourself and others. That this journey is for you, and that everything you are encountering here now is for you, is a sign for the next step forward. And that you involve yourself entirely in it. That you do not remove yourself from all things, but that all things are a sign upon you, or a part of you, just as the weakest version of yourself is not separate from the greatest. All things externally to you, relative entirely to you. If you were to step in a puddle, it would mean something for your life. Let us be such a thing this season this way, and that is discerning, that is calm, that it is within our own nature in harmony, that we do not lose ourselves, but that we find further reason and meaning, that we become further awakened to what is unique within you, that you need not be as another is, but that you are blessed and grateful to witness yourself uniquely in others, and them unto you. You see strength in another person, you recognize it because it is within you, even if it is not yours to have. And as well, let us understand all gifts are unique. All gifts are unique. And within all flaws as well, you may find yourself in the challenges. And so let us not be a judgment upon ourselves or another. as we see these signs in the world. But let us receive the story, the information, and let us not be a victim to it, but let us find reason and meaning, that we are who resolves these things to a higher end in nature, and that it is already within you. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know what you would like to see. You know what you would like to be. Take a next step forward. Take a next step forward and meet yourself. And embrace what you find there. Beautiful love and truth. Glory, grace, strength, thanks. Grateful God. That you are. Courage, strength, protection. I'm with you. Peace.